Hello there everyone and welcome here to Talladega. She's fast and she's wide. Talladega Super Speedway, lots of racing room here, and she's pretty fast, and there's a lot of crashes that tend to happen on this fast speedway. One of the biggest tracks that we go to on the schedule, one of the biggest ovals. Jesse Turner again gets on the pole. After finally breaking a streak of never having a pole in his career, he finally gets another pole back-to-back. Seems like Turner Fenway Racing, especially that 17 crew, really has a good super speedway car, and he finished well out at Texas World. He is the new points leader for this race. Jeff James, Jordan Davis started inside the top four here. They're also fighting for the point lead, as this big field of 42 cars make their way down to get ready for round 14 on the schedule. For 150 miles today, you're going to have to keep your nose clean and not be involved in any wrecks. Here we come. Turner and Griffin are going to lead us down, and we're underway at Talladega. As they make their way down the back straightaway, you see the field spreading out. 3 wide in some places. As the field darts for the inside, they're 3 wide, heading into turn number 3. Caleb Hoffman, the rookie. This will be his final race for the season, especially for Turner Fenway Racing. Then he'll hand it over to James Richardson to run a few races, and we expect Carson Scott to return. Get some helping assist from Cody Lamas, but here comes Dom Capps. We expect this race to be a little bit of random here. So, anybody has a good chance to win here at Talladega, just as long as you can hang in the draft. Up out front, the rookie, Caleb Hoffman, leads over Aaron Taylor and Kyle Collins as they're 4 wide back there for 5th. Problems for Sean Harple. He thought he might have had a soft tire, and they came down to change the tires on lap 1, so the field has spread out and kind of separated the field a little bit here as they're trying to work together to work their way back up. But out front, Kyle Collins for Blue Flare Motorsports leads the way. This is the second race in a row that Kyle Collins has led. He led at Texas World. He's trying to lead the lap here, and I don't think he's going to be able to. To the line, Bassinger gets the lead as they're going 4 wide for the race lead. Nick Mace down the inside, looking for a career win, 28. 4 wide back there with Davis, to Max, Hart, and Jenkins. Racing really hard with each other. Some guys are hanging back from this pack and not racing that hard. So we got one pack, and then there's a second pack way back there. They're racing hard for the race lead. It's really early on, but Jeff James is looking to get to the lead. Man, it seems like the Mace Enterprises team have a good super speedway setup. Mace and Davis out front. Davis just came off second at Texas World. Moved his way right into the thick of things for the point fight. He's up here with his boss of Nick Mace as they're going to come up to Sean Harple to lap him here. Jeff James looking to get up there with his teammate Aaron Taylor, but here comes Eugene Max. So it looks like Mace and Martin Carr is up here battling for the lead, the top 5 cars. Zachary Fitzwater looking to end a bit of a bad luck streak he's got going here. Up inside the top 10, getting some help from Caleb Hoffman. And they're going around Sean Hartle. They're going to deal with him easily. As the field's kind of spread up here, Luke Martin's trying to run these guys down, but he's in the 24th position. Half the field is in the first pack, half the field's in the back pack. With the way everyone's racing, this backpack might be safer. However, these guys are looking like they're kind of settling down, as it still is Nick Mace and Jordan Davis out front. However, a battle for the lead. If you're going to pass a Mace car, you might as well beat one of them. Another Mace car down the inside. UT Max got a little bit of some help from Jordan Davis, but Davis is going to get hung out by DJ Curtis. And UT Max, the winner out at Texas World, his home race. The Max moved up to 19 wins in his career. This is his final season, looking for a career win 20. He's leading the race, but DJ Curtis, the 2015 Talladega winner, down the inside. Curtis is going to go for the lead. Problems for Cody Lamas. He's brought that Ford in. They don't know what the problem is, but Lamas is down pit road. They're looking under the hood. Steven Jenkins, the Red Bull on lap 8, going on lap 9, would blow up from the 15th position. Him and Zachary Fitzwater are running very well together. The Red Bulls had a good setup, but it looks like maybe they tuned that engine up just a little bit too much there, and the Red Bull grenades the engine. It looks as though this second pack back here is probably the most dangerous one, as they're going about 3 and 4 wide, trying to get somebody that can really roll. They're running really hard up here in the front now, but the front pack, it seems to be the way to go, but the back pack's just really scrambling, trying to get somebody that can catch some guys in front of them, because right now they're losing time. DJ Curtis has been the leader for a while, but Nick Mace is going to go low of him finally. Nick Mace, one of the fastest cars here, is going to go back out front, looking for his 28th career Sony Cup Series victory. Jeff James back there, looking for his 10th career victory. Moving his way up the field as they're 4 wide back there with Davis, Lynn, and Turner and Silver Fox. Nick Mace leads the way as they're fixing to run up on Andreas Allen. The second pack finally wrecked. They were racing really hard with each other. Oh, man! Rodriguez piles into David Culpepper. And on his roof is Dylan Young. This second pack had been racing really hard with each other for a while. You see on the inside, Culpepper trying to make something work underneath of Luke Martin there. And up the track into Dodd, Harple, Cavanaro, Young, and Salmon. Some of these guys were lucky to get by on the inside, but they were racing really hard with each other because they were losing time to the leaders. And there was Rodriguez. He tried to get the inside, but there was David Culpepper. And it's going to be day done for a lot of these guys. This might be our only stop of the day, and Jesse Turner gets out. Nick Mace had a terrible pit stop, and he actually got held up. Look at Jeffrey Finn guy, Emma White playing some strategy there. Jeff James had trouble getting going. Zachary Fitzwater slow on the go as well as pit stops. Even Ryan Griffin had a slow pit stop as well. So we're going to get back and underway and racing. Catching up to the field, Emma White in her last race would run into Aaron Taylor, and because they all ran up on the pace cars so quickly, Emma White actually has front end damage. She only took right side tires there and made up a lot of time on pit stops, but that damage is going to hurt her massively. Well, back and on the way of racing again, Jesse Turner, the pole sitter for today, rolled off really good on pit stops, did a good job. James Silverfox, Eugene Max, DJ Curtis, Jordan Davis all had good stops, as some guys further back didn't have the best of stops, but the field is all bunched up again, and everybody that missed that first wreck is going to have a chance to get back in this one. Up front, we got a battle for the lead. Jesse Turner has led every lap since the restart. However, Jake Bassinger has gotten up to the front and is going to pass his boss owner, but here comes one of his drivers. Zachary Fitzwater to the inside, but Nick Mace is going to shuffle him out, and here he comes with some help from William Brock. 3 wide to the line. Bassinger will lead it. Dom Capps coming underneath of the 76 car as we're going to come up on lap cars. Chris Dodd and Hayden Klein. Whoa, they're really slow and ran up on him on a very, very odd time. Zachary Fitzwater takes the lead. Bassinger, Turner, and Silver Fox get away fine. The front 4 break away as Dodd's trying to get to the high side to get out of everyone's way. He's stuck in the middle, and there went the inside groove. Everyone's trying to get by Chris Dodd. Hayden Klein's going to be a factor as well, but Klein's going 10 miles an hour quicker than Dodd. But even that, Klein's still off the pace. Here comes Bassinger to go up high, and Klein's going to dive low to try and get out of their way as Bassinger, Silver Fox, and Fitzwater go around them. We nearly had a crash right here. Jeff James hooks Dejon Weeks right up into Aaron Taylor, and Taylor spanked that wall. They were trying to make sure, or Jeff James was trying to get the inside and accidentally mistimed it, and Kyle Collins runs into the 38 as well. So Dejon Weeks just being a pinball out there. And Dejon Weeks is deciding to come in and try and fix the damage because it is pretty severe after taking that big of a lick. They think they might have broke the track bar. The SCS officials have told Chris Dodd that they needed to come down and fix the damage on that 3 Chevy or else he would be parked. And that's what Dodd did. He came down to try and fix the damage, and maybe he will pick the pace up. Well, after all the lap cars, these guys have all kind of been really nice to each other, running single file to just catch the field. It's Bassinger, the leader, Fitzwater, Turner, Silver Fox, Hoffman, Caps, Sanford. Then there's DeMax, Curtis, Acosta, Finn Guy, Brock, Lynn, Davis, and Mace. That's the top 15 that's got the draft for the leaders. And the Mace cars look like they're about to lose the draft if they're not careful. Then Jeff James, Jacob Hart, Kyle Collins, they lost the draft along with this other pack. That's the second pack. Top 15 still have a draft as they just shuffled Fitzwater out. Now it's the 2 Turner Fenway cars leading the way. This ought to make things interesting. Chris Dodd has picked up the pace by about 5 miles an hour, and that's what the officials wanted. He's still out there running, trying to get some points because he is actually outrunning Hayden Klein out there. This is going to bunch the field back up. Sanford and Acosta are not going to be too pleased about losing some momentum, but I'm sure the Mace cars and Jeffrey Finn Guy are going to be happy because they nearly lost the draft. And the new leader, James Silverfox, with some help from Dom Caps and DJ Curtis. Here comes William Brock. He's in search of his first Sony Cup Series victory. So is Caleb Hoffman, the rookie, and only his 3rd start. Look at Jordan Davis going 4 wide back there. James Silverfox, last year's winner here in this race. He leads the way, trying to get his 3rd win of the season. Ain't it his 3rd win of the season? Yeah, 3rd win of the season. He won the Daytona 500, and also at Darlington. Trying to go back-to-back in the years here. He won this race last year in 2016. Trying to get another victory to his name at Tom Caps, looking to snap a winless streak here. 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Jordan Davis and Jeffrey Finn Guy. Finn Guy with some help from Ryan Acosta down low. Finn Guy is going to take the lead here. Emma White's going to be a next lap car to deal with. But how about this? Jeffrey Finn Guy and Ryan Acosta have made a deal to work with each other, and they're going 1-2 for the Dodges out here. The Alliance for Allen Family Racing and Finn Guy Pistone. They're going to run up on the 22 car, but here comes Charles Sanford looking to break a winless streak of his own here. He's down low of the 45 car. And the 92 of Jeffrey Finn Guy out front in a contention to win this race. He's going to have to go around Emma White. Finn Guy leads Acosta around the outside now and is going to bring Acosta with him. Probably around the 22 car, but the 22 Emma White's in the way. And Finn Guy's got a big lead. That's probably going to be bad for him when this field runs back up on him. Here comes Jake Bassinger. He has a whale of a run. Going to go underneath of Ryan Acosta and Jeffrey Finn Guy. Acosta and Finn Guy have to give up the position there. And now they're going to run up on Aaron Taylor, who had to pit because of the damage he served in a wreck with Dejon Weeks. And going around Aaron Taylor, Acosta is going to get held up. But Bassinger and Fitzwater get around him, and the field's going to run up on him whenever these guys get lined up again. We might be getting a new leader. Zachary Fitzwater looking low of Jake Bassinger. Not going to get it. Shuts the door on him. James Silverfox in the back looks as though he has lost the drop. No, Caleb Hoffman's falling back now. And I think, yep, it looks as though Silverfox is going to tag along with Caleb Hoffman. Yes, he will. Silverfox will remain in the lead draft. Bassinger leading the way over his own car of Zachary Fitzwater. A lot of guys in contention to win this race, coming within less than 15 to go. The field will run up on yet another lap car. This is almost like the Daytona 500, where lap cars will be a factor, as Jesse Turner trying to get to his teammate of Jake Bassinger. Klein stays up high where he should be, and Jesse Turner's going to have the advantage to get to where his teammate is. Turner Fenway Racing coulda, woulda, shoulda won this race in the fall of last year, but they got to racing each other and allowed someone else to take the victory. Charles Sanford looking to bring Toyota a win. They haven't won all season. Jordan Davis is up here. Acosta and Finn Guy working with each other as the field scrambles to try and get by Hayden Klein. Silverfox trying to bring everyone back to the front. Chris Dodd, the lap car, will get in the way of the leaders again. Charles Sanford's going to find an opening, and he's going to have some help from Jeffrey Finn Guy, it looks like, with Jake Bassinger down the low. Look at Davis trying to shove his nose in there. They go around Dodd. Dodd gives them plenty of room. Turner and Fitzwater, however, cannot find a way down low, and they're going to get held up. Hoffman and William Brock trying to catch this pack again. Up front, they are 3 wide for the lead with Sanford, Finguy, and Bassinger. How about this run for Jeffrey Finguy? This team partnered up with Allen Family Racing, and they have not done the very best all season. Both teams haven't done very well, but Jeffrey Finguy out here competing very well. Affiliate teammate of Ryan Acosta is in the mix of this as well. 15 cars, all of them have a chance to win it. Charles Sanford, who hasn't had the very best of season, he's up here battling for the win. Less than 10 to go. Jake Bassinger, one of the best cars all day, leads the way, but we are going to run up on these guys more than likely before the end of it. Man, Jake Bassinger's been so good all day. Can he hold off the rest of the field? Look at the slicing and dicing back here. Curtis from the top. Whoa, look at this move here. They're racing so hard. Look at them. Fitzwater and Finguy nearly beating and banging off each other. 4 wide at the stripe with about 8 laps to go. Everyone's trying to get their nose in there, trying to make it work. And here we go. They're running up on each other. Fisher all the way on the apron trying to get out of everyone's way. What a great drive by Fisher to just play heads up driving to try and get out of the leader's way. Whoa, what's he doing though? Trying to jump up high. But this is where it's going to get antsy. The finish of the race all relies on how you handle these lap cars. They are relatively up to speed. Nick Mays chooses to go down low. Nick Mays, there's a wreck back there. And this is probably going to put a late race restart right here at the very end of it. Dom Capps and Eugene Max are in it. And I think Jordan Fisher was the cause of it. I think he might have had a tire going down or something. But the leader at the line, I think it's Nick Mays. Yes, it was. We're going to get you to a restart to finish off this one late in the race. You're going to see what happens here. Finguy's going to try and get low the 2. This could have been the race. You never knew. Finguy was trying to get down low because that was the end of the race. And he just misjudged it. Put his nose in there. Probably could have waited a little longer. Up into Caleb Hoffman, William Brock, DeMax, Capps. Acosta was so close. So was Landon Davis to getting involved in that one. But everyone, that wreck could have been sort of avoided. Finguy knew that race could have been at the very end of it, and he was in a chance to win it and went low and went for it, but probably could have waited a little longer. However, he did not want to get held up by the 2 car and get put behind him. So it was an aggressive move late in the race, but unfortunately, some cars have some damage now, and we're going to line them up for a restart. As we come back to the line, it will only be 3 laps to go. No lap cars to deal with. However, Luke Martin will restart back here in the middle of everybody. Nick Mace, in search of win 28 of his career, leads them all down. The green flag flies. We're only 3 laps to go. Jake Bassinger is in 2nd spot. Charles Sanford gets shuffled up high. He's in 3rd. Then it is DJ Curtis and James Silverfox. Then Jesse Turner, Zachary Fitzwater, Eugene Max. Sorry about that. That's Jordan Davis. Caleb Hoffman has damage from being in that wreck, but he stayed out. Then it is Ryan Acosta, Jeffrey Lynn, and Dom Capps and Eugene Max also have damage. So, basically, late in the race, it's going to be these top 9 drivers for the win. And here comes Jake Bassinger. He's gotten underneath of Nick Mace. And Bassinger goes out front. Bassinger looking to be the most winning driver this season so far, trying to get his 3rd win of the season. Here comes some guys coming down pit road. Why are these guys coming down pit road? Everyone's coming down pit road. Charles Sanford, Nick Mace, James Silverfox. A lot of guys are coming down pit road. I don't know if they misjudged it for the fuel or whatever, but everyone's coming down pit road late in the race. I don't know why you wouldn't just pit. Top 5 have broke away now. Jake Bassinger leads the way. Will they have to pit? Do they have enough fuel? Zachary Fitzwater looking to get Toyota their 1st win, but the pole sitter has a fast car. Down low, Jesse Turner underneath the 2nd place Fitzwater. Curtis and Acosta are right there. Are we going to have to do pit stops? I don't think so. Not sure. Looks like we're going to be good. No, Acosta and Fitzwater have to pit. Why didn't these guys pit under the yellow? I don't know. But we're coming to the white flag. It's going to be decided between 3 Fords. The pole sitter underneath of Jake Bassinger. Curtis is there as well. But can they make it all the way around? I have no clue why these guys didn't pit, but here they are. I guess they just didn't want to go to the rear of the field. As we look back here, it's Jeffrey Lynn. Then we got to go all the way back to Charlie Smith. But man, up front, the battle for the lead. Jesse Turner, Jake Bassinger. They should have won this race back in the fall of 2016. And it looks like they're going to get it done here. 1-2 it looks like, possibly. Who's going to get it, though? Bassinger ducks low. Commons is in the way. Who's going to get there first? Turner way up high. Bassinger down low behind a lap car. Who's going to get here? Looks like Bassinger will. I don't know. I think it was Bassinger. Yes, Bassinger edges out Jesse Turner for the win. Wow. What a race. What a finish. Jake Bassinger chose to go behind the slow 44 of Sky Commons, and it was just good enough, and beats his teammate and boss of Jesse Turner. Curtis was there as well. It looks like they're pretty much out of gas. Eugene DeMax in the 24 had damage. He's got 16th position. Jordan Davis had to pit, finishes 23rd. Man, crazy stuff. I don't know why anyone decided to pit there. Why didn't you pit under the caution? I have no idea why some of these guys didn't. But the Turner Fenway cars, all the Fords right there at the end of it, saved enough fuel to go the distance, but some guys just couldn't quite make it. They definitely didn't want to go the rear, because if you pitted, you had to restart way back there, and you might as well have just kissed your chances of a win goodbye. So everyone tried to stretch it on fuel, but it wasn't enough. Here's a replay of pit stops right here at the end of the race. Jeffrey Finguy and Charlie Smith were the only takers. Andres Allen came in as well, but he was a lap down. But Smith and Finguy gave up their spots to come down pit road. You're going to see here, look at this. At the end of the race, the white flag was flying, and Finguy and Smith were the only ones guaranteed to make it all the way on fuel. And Charlie Smith comes home in the 5th position, and Jeffrey Finguy is going to beat Dom Capps for the 6th spot right at the line. So give a call to Jeffrey Finguy and Charlie Smith for coming down and pitting to make sure they had enough fuel and get a good finish. However, you see, they were up front battling for the win. At least Finguy was. They chose to come down pit road. And you saw, with Charlie Smith and Jeffrey Finguy choosing to come down pit road, their chances of winning were over. So whenever they pitted, they went to the tail end of the longest line, because lap cars were also lining up in the long line. So Smith and Finguy had no chance of winning. However, they had a chance to get a good solid finish. But that's what everyone was gambling on. They stayed out gambling on track position. They were hoping they could make it all the way on fuel, because they knew if they pitted, it was going to be the end of the race. Or not the end of the race, but the end of their chances of winning. So I don't know. I don't know why the whole field didn't decide to come in, but it was going to be really close. It was going to be really close on fuel. You saw some guys make it, some guys didn't, and it all became how you raced throughout that whole run. And it was just very close on pit stops. Some guys thought they could make it all the way, and they didn't want to gamble and lose track position, and that's what all came down to it. Some guys made it, some guys didn't, and some guys played it conservative like Charlie Smith and Jeffrey Finguy, and coming home with some solid finishes. However, some guys, they didn't want to take that risk. They wanted to take a risk of possibly winning the race, and it cost them dearly, and they lost a lot of points here today. Let's get you to our finishing results and the standings after round 14 at Talladega. We're going to slow you down the finish of the race just before we get you to the finishing results and the standings. This sport was for the win. To the line, the checkered flag flying in the air. It was a mad dash to the end. Commons got out of the way just enough, and you see it right there. Just enough. Jake Bassinger gets a little bit of assist from DJ Curtis, and it was enough. So Bassinger and Turner, they redeemed themselves from last time they were here in the fall when they were battling each other for the win. Right there, you see it. Pretty much right there. Jake Bassinger's over the line. Turner isn't. And that was the decider of the finish here today. These guys were able to make it on fuel, and it became a battle between the Fords. And Jake Bassinger, one of the best cars here today, is going to come out on top. Congratulations to Jake Bassinger. He is the first driver this season to get 3 wins, and right now is currently the most winning driver of 2017. Congratulations to Turner Fenway on a 1-2 finish. Let's get you to our finishing results and standings after round 14.